cigars? Why do you ask? In my spare time. Because I'm waiting for this all to blow over so I can find... You know, you try so hard and you get so... I fell, I lost it all, and now... Because they're... I doubt anything's gonna get any better. But maybe it won't. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? So... Do I know? I don't know. Alright. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Resident Evil 3, the final episode, because... I know it's the final episode because last time we were near endgame. So, last episode, we got the vaccine for Jill, playing as Carlos. Doo-doo-doo. So we found the cure, the good doctor's dead, Carlos has decided to go underground, and we're now back as Jill. And we've got some new toys at our disposal, and we encountered the Hunter Betas, who are a lot, very, very, very annoying. The Hunters also because Zero was garbage. So I didn't expect it to be easy, but my God, man, they were something else. But anyway, let's finally get this over and done with. I say that like I'm not that positive toward the game. It's complicated. I'll explain my thoughts during the closing credits when everything is all said, done, accounted for, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. All the good shit. Excuse me, sir. You mind giving me some of that good shit? I was also like a red balls. Anything else that we need? It doesn't seem like it. So let's go back into the underground. Coming straight from the underground. Literally, I do not know a whole lot of lyrics to Fuck the Police other than the opening verse of it. And the chorus. I know it's a classic rap song, but I just never cared for it myself. NWA's got some classic rap songs. Gangsta Gangsta, Straight Outta Compton, Appetite for Destruction. All of that's some primo shit right there. But, you know, I just never cared for, you know, Fuck the Police, but that's just me. Not saying it's a bad song. If you like it, that's fine. But I just never considered it one of their best. You know. But then again, I'm kind of a stickler for my rap music. My rap music has got to hit me just right. Oh, no! Fuck off. Oh, Lord of Jesus. That was, whew! Still fucking hate those things. No matter what Resident Evil game it is, I hate those things. And boy, howdy, is this shit dark. Yeah, this should be the end. Fuck it. If it runs for 2 hours, I'm gonna let it run for 2 hours.
This must be the way underground.
Gee, I wonder what made you say that. Left. Batteries. All that good stuff. Are we going to the same underground lab from Resident Evil 2? Because I... Hold up. Yeah, there we go. Because I don't remember, in the original Resident Evil 3 if you went down to the underground lab.
How is it no one in the hospital ever noticed all this?
Good question. Probably because anyone who talked about it got shot. That'd be my guess anyway. Another green herb. Don't know why I need it at this point, since I've got plenty of healing items to stock up on, and I've got 2 full level healing items I can use. So it doesn't really seem to have a purpose? Question mark? I'm probably gonna regret it later, but yeah, I don't think it's useful at the very least. Oh, thank you, game. It's useless at this stage, but thank you anyway. Elevator knows. To all employees, we have identified an issue with the electrical box where concurrent use of heavy machinery overloads it and causes the fuse to blow. If you encounter this problem and can't get the elevator running, please stay calm, gather fuse from the sub-generator situated around the warehouse, and use those to restore power from the main generator as quickly as possible. Concurrent use of heavy machinery overloads and cause the fuse to blow up. Dude, that sounds like a short to ground issue, or a short to power issue. Now, this is me speaking from automotive experience. I don't know about heavy machinery experience. It could be completely different from what I'm talking about, and it could just me pulling out my ass. But anytime you keep blowing fuses, there's a short somewhere that's causing it to overload with electricity. Keep working. Oh, is this Russian douchebag Nikolai? I assume it will be Russian douchebag Nikolai. And considering that we've got explosives, might as well, right? No, still good. Still good. Besides, I'm probably going to be burning through ammo at this final phase in the game, so, you know. You can stop stalling, game. I know it's Nikolai. I can tell by the silhouette that it's Nikolai. You can't keep doing this. Now, if you actually subvert the original game and have this bastard die...
I must admit, I respect your tenacity, but I'm afraid our games end here.
You think this is over?
Ooh. Ew. Oh shit, that's not the right... Wait a minute, are those what I think they are? Oh my god. Holy shit, no. Okay, so, in Resident Evil 2, there were these bonus sections called, Survivor Stories. I think they were called Survivor Stories. Don't quote me on this. But in Resident Evil 2, there were, like, a couple of, what-if scenarios. There was the fourth survivor, obviously, but he also got to play as Robert Kendo. He got to play as the mayor's daughter. He got to play as, another one of the containment unit guys. And there was a swarm mode with the cop from the opening who got munched on. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's a new one out where you can play as Marvin Branagh. I might have to re-download Resident Evil 2 to confirm that. But anyways, yeah, there were these little, like, scenarios that had them in there. And, here's the thing about those... Oh, shit. Just as soon as I think I'm done with the knife, I realize I am nowhere near done with the knife. There were these little scenarios that, you could play through. They were short, and they were really brutally difficult. And the reason they were really brutally difficult is because they added in new enemies for you to face in that were not in the campaign proper. One of those enemies was those gray guys right there that was in the mayor's daughter scenario. They regenerated their health exponentially anytime they were hit with something other than the most powerful weapon you had on hand, which was the 5-shot revolver where you could feed 357 Magnum rounds into it. Those high-impact rounds were the only things that could stop them. Everything else, you might as well have just been throwing rocks. They were ungodly annoying. Oh, Jesus, not more Cerberus! Oh, good thing this is far more useful than crappy Glock 19, but or 19, yeah. But yeah, those things were in the Mayor's Daughter scenario, and that was the most annoying scenario I had to face off against, because you were dealing with a very, very weak person, and you only had 2 weapons in that scenario to work with, one of which was that 5-shot revolver, the other of which was a flamethrower. Neither of which were really the
A dead end. No, wait.
neither of which were really the best weapons to use against in this scenario. That was the hardest scenario ever, because at least with Robert's scenario, those had poison zombies in them, where if you shot them, they dispersed poison gas that hung around for a bit, and you ended up, and if you got poison, you had to use a blue orb. That was annoying, but you could at least use them to your advantage. And what did the UBCS survivor have? He had the UBCS survivor scenario. I forget what that guy's name was, but you faced off against zombies that had ride armor. So they're like specific weak spots in his armor, you know, like a leg that was exposed or an arm that was exposed. Everything else was covered in, you know, typical bulletproof armor that you would expect from, high-grade gunpowder, nice. From, like a military unit. So your shots just ricocheted off if you tried shooting at the armored parts. You had to aim strategically. Now, both of those were manageable at the very least. Holy shit. The guy with... Oh, good lord. My god, they are not fucking around this time. I can't use that green herb. But like I was saying, both of those at least worked. Both of those were easy to manage if you knew what to do. The regenerating motherfuckers, oh no. Those guys sucked. They sucked hard to fight against. They were not fun under any circumstances. Wow, they are giving me a lot of shotgun ammo to use. But again, this is the end game, so, yeah. Shotgun gonna be your best friend. Probably should put away the Glock 18, but whatever. In the main game, no less. Oh god! Just all of the why. By the way, I know maybe some of you are going to be thinking about the comment I made back in episode 4 about how the shotgun reloading process doesn't work like it shouldn't work like it should. Well, I'm going to give a chance to explain here. The thing with dual mode shotguns, you know, the ones that can switch between semi-automatic and fully automatic, is that the way that they work is that in order to switch it from pump action to semi-automatic, you had to put the pump forward and then lock it in place. And that would cause the barrel of the gun to register, you know, that was there. Oh, fuck me. And the gun would, you know, figure out that it was there, and the way to chamber in around was like a traditional semi-automatic shotgun. You know, you would have to, you know, release press the bolt release on the side and then load it up. You couldn't work the pump. It was physically impossible to. So anytime dual mode shotguns get portrayed as like, you know, load it in, rack the pump. No, that's not how it works at all. That is how none of this works. Employee memo. September 12th, admitted to N2, male 45, female 32, discarded, male 60, female 89. September 15th, admitted to N2, male 55, 19, female 51, discarded, female 76, returned, female 8, uninfected. September 22nd, admitted to N2, male 25, 22, 15, females 16, 21, 29, discarded 6 male specimens, 9 female specimens, disposals trending upwards daily, preemptively dispose of any over 30 years of age. September 24th, now we transfer, observed by nurse, admissions to undergo facility temporarily halted. Oh yeah, I forgot that Umbrella was experimenting on kids, because, you know, they evil. And using the good old-fashioned orphanages to do it. And if you were one of the unfortunate poor fucks to, oh, Jesus! Well, a full magazine can kill him, but that's not exactly helpful. But I got enough shotgun ammo to spare, so what am I worried about? For those of you poor, unfortunate sods unlucky enough to watch my, my admittedly poor playthrough of
Here goes.
Resident Evil, 0, I made a rant, or a discussion, or, well, it would be more classified as a rant, but I made a counter argument, not counter argument, just an argument in general about how I don't like evil as like obviously evil bad guys. And one of the failings of Resident Evil 0 was that the villain in the game, Dr. Marcus, was, you know, he was dead before the major spoilers here for Resident Evil 0, but it's trash, so I don't care if it gets spoiled or not. The thing about Dr. Marcus was that he was obliviously, insanely evil. Obviously so. Oh my god. Holy shit. I will continue my rant later, but for now, I want to survive. Are they dead? They're dead. Anyways, one of the problems I had with Dr. Marcus is that the way they portrayed him in the game proper was that he was the most evil motherfucker, even by, you know, Umbrella standards. He was just, wahahaha, I am evil. I do all these bad, horrible things, and you must do that. Very snidely Whiplash kind of over-the-top attempts to make him evil. And I don't mind that if it's at least kind of self-aware enough, but when you try to, but there's a, like, not every villain has to be sympathetic. We don't have to know their motives. Sometimes they're just evil, but there comes a point when you're trying way too hard to paint him as a bad guy. And I feel like with these new games, the way that they're portraying Umbrella is going in that direction just a little bit with, you know, the orphans subplot especially, you know, it just never worked. That's also why I could never take, going back to one of my earlier rants, this is why I could never take Will and Yutani from the Alien franchise seriously, because the more those movies progressed and the more expanded universe stuff with the Aliens universe came out, the more they just tried to portray Will and Yutani as completely and utterly irredeemable fucksticks. Not only that, but to a degree that is borderline idiotically retarded when you get right down to it. And I just never cared for that. So that's kind of the track they're going with here. It hasn't gotten to like its most ridiculous apex yet, but I'm still not caring for it, honestly. And of course, cowardly little Russian pussy Nikolai is no here.
What was he doing in here?
Strong Russian may think he has won over weak, puny American girl, but he still run like coward with tail between his legs. Okay. Didn't want to do that. Wanted to do that. Okay, I'm gonna save this. Just to keep my options open. Unfinished activity log. 926. 1300 infiltrated RC to services with sporadic commencing report. 1930. Observing 5 RPD officers engaging a pack. 20 strong. Officers annihilated 20 minutes. 927. 1200. Test run in university. Diverted pack, including canines to campus. 64% infection conversion. 2 hours. No survivors. 2300. Successful rendezvous with MV platoon will make first attempt at dawn. 928. 0430. Diverted pack toward command post. Result: night excursion. Confined area with large number of combatants. Video attached. 0800. End of skirmish. 7 survivors. 1800. Unknown bioweapon deployed at point D18. Tracking it per orders. It appears to be on the HUD. 2000. Got eyes on 2. 400. Female JV has made contact with MV platoon. Bioweapons appearance and behavior are consistent with project and investigating. 0400. Observed bioweapon wielding conventional weapons. It seems to be strongly fixated on terminating JV and knows the city layout. Evidence it can be imprinted. 0700. Metamorphosis and bioweapon triggered by hostile coward JV. Video attached. JV has been infected as non-responsive. Collected samples per orders. 930. 030. Over 17 hours elapsed as JV's exposure virus conversion has been slow, suggested she may be resistant. 0400. Vaccine recovered Mr. JV by CO. A soldier and MV platoon JV expected to be fit for combat at approximately 20 hours post-exposure. It seems clear the bioweapons project and contact with JV cause it to change and evolve will induce further encounters to obtain more precise data. God, why do you hold your gun like that?
Tyrell.
He's gonna get shot, I just know it.
I got through. They're willing to negotiate. They'll call off the strike if, and this is one big-ass if, we can deliver the vaccine to them before they launch.
How long do we have?
Hours, maybe.
Then let's not waste one more second.
This way.
I'm really liking Tyrell. I don't want him to die, but at the same time, he's a soldier and he's a black guy in a horror property. You just know he's not long for this world. Why can I not sprint? I have an idea.
Sure you don't need to stop?
Stop and do what? I got your back.
He's infected.
All right, let's get this done.
He's infected, I just know it. He's either infected or he's shot. My money's on infected. Sorry, buddy. Oh, good lord!
Tyrell!
Holy crap.
Keep going. We're almost there.
No, he's... Oh yeah, he's gone.
No!
My Jarosavia has just had to come into play, didn't it? God damn it. I actually kind of liked him. course, Nemesis is not dead. What? Do you think he would die right there? Of course he wouldn't have. Well, that was different. Because I think in the original Resident Evil 3, Tyrell ended up getting shot by Nikolai. Because Nikolai was, you know, evil. That's a zombie that's going to rise from the grave. I just know it. Oh, good. More sci-fi bullshit. Yay. Speaking of sci-fi, this is looking a lot like it should belong in Aliens. I'm just saying. High-grade gunpowder. Jeez, another one of these safe stations. Nest 2 employee regulations. Attention Nest 2 employees. The objectives of this T-Virus research facility differ from those of Umbrella's main Nest facility. Here we focus on real-world use cases which can arise as new bioweapons are created and introduced, such as the need for T-Virus vaccines and new weaponry capable of suppressing bioweapons. Some aspects of our work here can be dangerous, so it is imperative that all employees adhere to workplace regulations without fail. In particular, unauthorized entry by unapproved visitors or the removal of work-related data or materials will be met with severe disciplinary measures. It is a great honor to be part of the finest research organization in the world. Keep this in mind and stick to the rules as we forge new and revolutionary technologies. Oh, cool! It's got a map for it. Yeah, I told you this was endgame. I could snap my fingers and wipe half of the world out like that. By the way, before any of you get on me, no, I have not seen Endgame. Avengers Endgame. Or the one that came before, the one that I keep forgetting that had the first introduction of Thanos in it. I've seen clips of Thanos on YouTube, and I like him as a character a lot. I just never seen the film proper. Sorry. Alright. I feel like that's the main path, and that's the beaten path. Yep, that's the beaten path, alright. Nice. Oh, Jesus. God damn it, son of a bitch. Alright, you want to play hardball? Fine, let's play hardball. I can play hardball. Told you, as soon as I got in that dead end of I would be attacked. You get savvy playing these games. Actually, I've got enough shotgun rounds as it is. I'm probably gonna save up and have more Magnum ammo. Honestly, this is the end of the game. I probably know what's coming up next. In fact, I know what's coming up next, so I'm going to need all the Magnum ammo I can. It's always been the problem with Resident Evil, is that as awesome a weapon as the Magnum is, it's just too awesome to use. Although the fact that they keep going with the Desert Eagle instead of the traditional Magnum revolvers from the old games, I don't know why they do that, because I've watched my previous videos, and you'll see my hatred for the fucking Desert Eagle. I liked what Resident Evil 7 did by having it be the auto mag, which a rare gun on its own, but at least it's unique enough to justify, you know, being a new Magnum. But anyways, essay on vaccine synthesis. On the roles of antigens and adjuvants in vaccine synthesis. Dr. Nathaniel Barr, Chief Researcher, Spencer Moore Hospital. To most efficiently synthesize a vaccine, both an antigen and an adjuvant are required. The antigen produces an immune response, while the adjuvant increases the effects of such responses, leading to increased antibody production. By combining samples of these two ingredients, one can create a potent vaccine base. By processing this vaccine base with our proprietary equipment, a large batch of vaccine can be created with astonishing ease. Once more, my latest antigen and adjuvant samples yield unprecedented rates of antibody production, producing more than 1,000 times the yield of traditional materials. This not only makes it an effective vaccine, but also a potential way to eliminate existing infections. I don't know why I go with that voice for him, even though I know it sounds nothing like him, but it just sounds like the traditional kind of mad scientist, arrogant bastard voice that you would expect.
Override key successfully generated.
What have we here?
Override key removed.
Just as I figured. And apparently, so far into the future that we can have override keys on fucking flash drives. 1998, everybody. This is what we thought the future would be like. Even though this game has been released in 2020, but, you know.
Override complete.
Oh, fuck. Right off. Oh, good lord. Shipping notice. Cargo Nemesis shipping route CDG JFK-RC. Shipment date September 1st, 1990. How the fuck did you get that thing through JFK International Airport? That's what I want to know. Shipment type, Class 1 hazardous materials, additional notes. All transfers within the United States to be made via helicopter. Take extreme care during takeoff and landing as shock to the parcel may potentially lead to self-activation. We here at the European branch are excited to hear your thoughts and evaluation of this newest prototype and are pleased to offer this specimen to you for testing. It has been through numerous trials and possesses incredible destructive power, so please exercise extreme caution when using it. Lead developer Dr. Herman Frank. I'm going to assume that he was from the Germans, yeah? Because of course, the more ambiguous out of all of us, it just has to be German, yeah? Yeah, you see, even fire doesn't help against these things. You literally have to pump them full of as much high-power lead as possible. And they don't stop coming. And they don't stop coming, 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 and they don't stop coming. And they don't stop coming. Yeah, you see why I fucking hate these things? And it doesn't help that they move surprisingly spry. Well, if you're gonna give me red and green herb, might as well use them. Good lord. You know what, fuck it. You see what I mean when you gotta use a magnum? In fact, did they just put these things in here to justify me using the magnum? Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. But yeah, when even setting them on fire doesn't work, you got a problem. Oh, good.
Insufficient power. Please activate auxiliary power.
Kind of sounds like the ones from the remake of Resident Evil 1.
Powers it.
No shit, Joe. I could have told you that immediately. Ooh. What the fuck is with my aim? Ooh, what's in here? Well, thank you. Come on, Jill. Use all that muscle. Use all the strength. Yeah, that just bugs the fuck out of me. Also, I feel like there should be an additional upgrade for this besides just having its having the option to fire in semi-auto. Like, because on an M3 traditionally, they have all synthetic furniture. So, which means that they have, you know, a black plastic stock with a pistol grip on it. And I thought that would be in the game. Maybe it's something that I missed. it's entirely possible it's something that I missed. Again, yeah, I think I'm good. And again, this is the final episode, so I'm gonna let all of this run longer than normal because why not? But I am gonna save. Just to keep my options open. Before we go through those main doors, let's see what's up here, just for safekeeping. Whenever I see those things, am I the only one that whose mind immediately goes to Jurassic Park?
An antigen sample. I'll definitely need this for the vaccine.
Hi there. Bye there. Weapon reauthorization request. Dear Dr. Emerson, I would like to formally request that the weaponry normally reserved for the bioweapon synthesis team be made available for any employees interfacing with the admission and dismissal of test subjects. These test subjects do not present the same levels of danger as our bioweapon products, but I believe that this weapon authorization is advisable, as outlined below. Recently, some test subjects have developed a new mutation granted them very high regrowth abilities. Our team refers to these specimens as paleheads. That was the name I was thinking of. They have been appearing with regularity, but the specific cause has not yet been determined. The astonishing rate at which the paleheads regenerate makes it difficult to deliver lethal blows to standard weaponry. If any sort of system failure were to occur with our facility, we would be woefully underprepared to defend ourselves. For this reason, I'd like to request that high-powered weaponry capable of subduing the paleheads be issued to all of our employees working in shipping and processing. This will ensure that in the event of an emergency, we will be able to quickly eliminate the threat and evacuate safely. Thank you very much for your consideration. Shipping and Process Manager Gabriel Reed. So yeah, other than being in bear country, this is pretty much the only, having to deal with those things is the only time I can think of the phrase, I want to carry around a 44 Magnum on my person as a personal defense item. I would be like, alright, go ahead. Like, that's another thing. Again, going off of more like gun enthusiast nerds trope here, all the people who like be like, oh, I want to carry around a Desert Eagle. I want to carry around a 44 Magnum. I want to do this. Most of the time, that's overkill, unless you live in bear country. Oh, finally, we got acid rounds. Well, we could have gotten them earlier, but no time to think about it. Yeah, most of the time, 44. Typically, it's considered anything above 357 Magnum is like considered the highest threshold for stopping power against the human body. That may have been, again, like decades ago. I don't know if it's changed, but with ammunition, how it is, even 9mm is gonna be suitable for most of it. 45 at the maximum. Unless you live in bear country, anything beyond those two is just considered overkill.
Jesus. Is this where they're made?
I don't know, Jill. You tell me. Are these Mr. X clones?
These are tyrants.
Yeah. That's flashbacks to Resident Evil 2 with XCOM Game of Tea playing in his head. I am scared because I'm convinced those hunters are going to burst out of their tanks in any second. Sorry about that. Got some phlegm on the back of the throat. Yeah, I know. Such a pleasant sound to hear.
Out of the way!
Oh, good lord. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, fuck me. Okay, what do I do here? Yeah, I thought I wouldn't need the handgun as we got into the later stages. Turns out I was wrong! Oh, good, I can create more acid rounds. Combine with this and this, combine this and this. It does suck that you can only carry enough grenades to have one full magazine of this. It really does. Expression of concern. Senior fellow Dr. Frank, please allow me to send my heartfelt congratulations to you and your colleagues at Umbrella Europe for completing Nemesis, a truly remarkable achievement in the field of bioweapons research, introducing a parasitic organism into a tyrant's brain to gain external control of it. How can I not marvel at such a wild idea? However, from a medical perspective, I must empathetically state my disapproval of this shift away from established Umbrella policy. By turning to the use of parasites, you are setting a dangerous precedent. Viruses can be kept in check. I believe an effective vaccine can be developed for any virus on Earth, with abundant funding and a bounty of samples, of course. I mean, that's just common sense right there. Can you say the same for parasites, however? Doctors have tried in vain to develop a vaccine for malaria. Parasites like Plasmodium are far more genetically complex than the T-virus, and to think they will submit to control is utter folly. Perhaps in your country, consumers are willing to buy automobiles with no brakes, but here in America, they know better. Europe isn't... buy automobiles with no brakes. I mean, if you're talking four-wheel drums all around, then yeah, you've essentially got no brakes, but... Oh, God. I'm not even going to go into this, because that would just trigger the biggest gearhead, like, thing on the face of the earth, and I really want to get through this quickly. Then again, I recall you have a degree in economics, so no doubt you've already devised a brilliant marketing strategy to win over the naysayers. I look forward to your talk at the forum in Berlin next month. In the meantime, I shall be exploring medical solutions to this hubristic problem you foisted on us. Sincerely, Nathaniel Bard, PhD.
It's called the Nemesis.
You didn't figure that out from the emails that you read, Jill? Oh shit. Oh Christ. Stay down. What's this? Great. Okay.
An adjuvant sample. These are combined with antigens to increase immune system response.
Well, aren't you a little Miss Doctor, PhD? Alright, so I've got a vaccine base. Now, where the hell am I supposed to go next? Let me guess. All of those hunters are going to break out of their stasis tanks right about now. One of them is! Or three of them are! Okay, fuck that noise. Yeah, acid rounds, acid rounds, acid rounds, acid rounds. Come on, come on, come on. Load them up, load them up. Yep, and there goes another one. Yeah, I remember acid rounds worked really well against these motherfuckers back in Resident Evil 1. And 0, I think. Magnum round to finish it off. Told you. Fucking told you, man. Although it does suck that now I've only got a grenade launcher and a magnum to rely on, and I really don't want to be wasting ammo for both of them. Not even close. Although in the case of this motherfucker, I might have to. I've got nothing. If only I could find one jar of high-grade gunpowder and one jar of explosives type A or B, I would be set. I would be so set. Huh. This is kind of pointless. Actually, is there... Wait a minute.
To begin vaccine synthesis, place the materials in the chamber.
Okay. Oh, good. This bullshit. Okay. There we go. Wow, that was easy.
Synthesizing vaccine.
Yes.
Synthesis complete. Please remove the vaccine canister.
Alright! And Nikolai's gonna show up right about now. Or not. Oh, I am woefully under-equipped for this. Woefully under-equipped. I just know it. Well, no time wasted now. I gotta run. Come on, put your back into it, girl. You know your 9mm's not gonna work. That will! Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm holding it up. Hopefully just holding up is what I need to do. Oh, what? Trust me, he is not dead. He is not dead. I'm telling you this. I played these games before. He is not fucking dead. Okay. All right. Sweet. Oh, she actually does use the Okay, I take it back. Thanks, Capcom. I really thought he'd drop the ball there, but apparently not. Okay, let's just use our knife one last time. Explosive B. All right. Thank God. I was getting worried there. But do I? Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it as like a last-ditch weapon. Save my game as usual. I know this auto saves, but generally I tend to like doing manual savings in these because it puts me in a lot better position. I don't have to replay or restart anything drastic. Wait a minute. No. Disposal center. Disposal center protocols. This facility is to be used for the dissolution disposal of test subjects used in S2 experiments. The potent solvents used will ensure that any biological matter within the vat, living or dead, is completely dissolved and ready for disposal. Please follow all safety protocols and use the disposal center. Always confirm that no employees are in the chamber before beginning the dissolution process. Always use a regulated amount of solvent, regardless of the volume or mass being disposed of. If a test subject reacts violently, do not hold the disposal process. Leave the chamber filled for at least 12 hours and check for complete dissolution before draining.
What in God's name is this place?
The final boss room. No, I'm being serious here. This has final boss stage written all over it. If you can't figure that out, I don't know what to say for you, friend, but somewhere along the way, evolution done goofed on you, and you are dumber than a sack of hammers. I tell you what, man. Told you the motherfucker wasn't dead. God, he's just... Oh no. That vaccine's getting fucked.
What do we have here?
Nikolai, don't! The city needs that vaccine!
More than I do. I don't think the wisdom I've been trying to impart on you is getting through.
Carlos, please just shoot
Now,
him
I
already.
know you can't put a price on life. But I'm in this business to get paid. So let's make a deal. You go down there, battle the Nemesis, and I'll recall it all and sell the combat data. Put on a good show, and maybe I don't need a vaccine. Agreed? Good.
He's not gonna be on his deal. Ugh. Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. Well, time for round goddamn 2. Am I gonna have to follow the same protocols as last time? Or am I gonna have to do something different? Probably gonna have to do something different considering all these giant takes around with red lights that might as well be giant shoot me signs. Ouch! Okay. Gonna be like that, are you? Knew that tentacle appendage would give it a new ranged attack. Alright, motherfucker. Oh, shit. Come on. Come on. Start running. Or not. Okay, I'm at least stunning him. Or is it literally just shoot it until it dies at this point? I don't want to say it is, though. Nope, nope, nope. Come on. I'm just pegging him until I feel like I'm at a comfortable enough stage or whatever to get a bit bolder with my attacks.
Jill, is that you?
Carlos?
You're okay. Let me spot for you.
Good idea.
Thanks. Oh! Okay, now I think I know what I need to do here. There we go. Now we're getting into traditional territory.
You've got company.
God damn it. Yeah, I know that. Ouch. Come on, start running. There we go. I got an idea now.
Here comes some more.
Don't have time to worry about the cannon fodder right now.
Saw him hide behind 6.
No, 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 no! Oh, god damn it! Great, now you do have to worry about the cannon fodder. Wonderful. Oh boy. Yeah, this fight's gonna be a lot harder than I initially thought at first.
Got some more incoming. Saw him hide behind 6. He's behind number 6.
Okay, so what do I do here exactly? Oh, I think I know what I need to do now. I know what I need to do now. God damn it. And of course, every time, I'm always put into the danger zone by that. Good lord.
He's hiding behind tank 8.
There we go.
Rip that fucker apart.
There we go. Now I know what I need to do. God damn it. I'm kind of sick of that move. Not kind of sick of it, really fucking sick of it.
Got some more incoming. Number 2. I got this.
Oh, come on! That's bullshit! You gotta be fucking kidding me. Yeah, I know, game. I know. 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 Of course, we're starting all the way back from the fucking beginning, because of course we are, because why the fuck not? Okay, let's see here. Do I have everything? Did I grab that? I'm just gonna say it. I know there's only like 2 official boss fights in this game, but so far they both suck compared to the ones from RE2. Because it's literally just the same boss, the exact same goddamn boss, who is annoying, who relies on a gimmick that drags it out longer than it really needs to, and who just forces you to just waste, and I mean fucking waste, a lot of shit you don't want to be wasting. Come on. No! Ah, damn it! Ah! God damn it to hell. You've got to be fucking kidding me! Of course, the problem I have with boss battles that rely on the "oh, I've come to save the day" trope is that you basically have just got to wait it out until the cutscene plays. I really fucking hate that trope. I do. Because here's what happens. You end up wasting a lot of ammo that you don't need to waste ammo for. So the proper phase of the fight starts, you're kind of fucked. Because now you're much lesser on all the stuff that you should be using and you should have had. It's all gone. Just gone. Pissing in the wind. I really fucking hate this ring around the rosy bullshit, and I really fucking hate that attack. Which I know is the least damaging of his attacks, but it's the most annoying because no matter what, you can't get out of the way to dodge it. Oh my god. Good lord! Why? Fucking why?
Jill, is that you?
Carlos?
Okay. Now we're getting into the proper boss fight. So I got a strategy. Handgun ammo for the switches, shotgun for the zombies, magnum for this guy.
He's hiding behind tank 4. Now, rip that fucker apart.
That was good. That was good. That was good.
Here comes some more.
There we go.
I got this.
Nice work.
Not what I intended to hit, but I'll take it.
Good work. Good work, man. Oh, good. Wonderful. That was one of those attacks that I feared he would get. I'm gonna be honest, I don't care for it at all. Come on, come on, come on. Start the running phase. There we go. Reload my shotgun just so I'm not caught with my pants down.
On your right.
Jesus! Oh, this fucker's getting smarter by the minute. And of course, it's a non-interruptible attack. And of course, it's hitting for massive fucking damage. And of course, I'm stuck in a fucking corner. God damn it! Good lord! Can you just fuck off, sir?
Yeah.
There we go. I hear it. I hear it. God damn it, I did hear it.
Here comes some more.
At least I'm getting in a rhythm now.
Number 3.
There we go.
And smash time.
I think it's working.
It is. There we go. Come on, you little motherfucker. Starting the running phase. Switching over to the shoddy. Reloading.
Look out.
God damn. God damn, please. Oh, that's my last first aid spray as well.
I think he's on his last legs.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
There we go. Come on. Let that final magnum bullet.
Jill. Here comes a crane. Use it to climb up.
Come on. Come on.
Jill, get back.
Can you stop? Ooh! Nice. But I know he's not dead.
I'm gonna melt this fucker into mush.
You do that. Ugh. Ugh.
Okay, I'll meet you up ahead.
Anyone want a cup of liquefying nemesis? Yeah, it might give you some unpleasant side effects, but I heard it's great for the body.
Nikolai, where did you go?
Nikolai ran off like little
I have to
baby
get that
Russian
vaccine
pussy. He will sadly, I think, survive this game. Oh, I can't use a save station? What the fuck are you talking about? Nemesis down. Yeah, right. Nemesis is not down. And this episode is running a little bit longer than normal, and I think normally I would end it right here, but I kind of want to get this game over done with. Love it, spec sheet. Project title, Ferromagnetic Infantry Use Next Generation Railgun. Development codename, Finger! That's the finger of God, gentlemen. What can it destroy? Yes. Chief Developer, Nest 2, Lead Researcher, Cornell Garner. Assisting Developers, United States Army. Ammo caliber, 60mm. Muzzle velocity, 6,000 meters a second. Jesus. Project objectives. Suppression new bioweapons in case of outbreak. Additional notes. Extreme firepower provides a secondary benefit of completely obliterating the target, leaving no trace behind. User feedback. This thing is totally rad! Tyrants out of line, just give it the finger and problem solved! Packs the firepower we need. It would be even better if there was a way to control the output. Mobility may prove to be problematic in the field. Perhaps its platform could be refined. It requires multiple power sources. May be difficult to secure in practice. Could you consolidate a single power source? Good to know. Good to know. Oh, hi, Mr. Bot. Oh my god, that's the railgun they're talking about. Jesus fucking Christ. Which, yeah, is to be expected for...
It's done. Give me the vaccine, you greedy son of a bitch.
No. You brings money. I like money.
Of course the gun.
We shall make ours an ongoing arrangement. Now drop the gun!
Oh, good lord. It's a giant cock.
Have you ever seen anything so incredible? The data on this would be worth millions. But, you know how it is. City's about to explode, and you can't put a price on life. Good luck!
Nikolai!
You bastard.
Go after Nikolai! He's got the vaccine!
What about you?
We're running out of time. I've got this.
I know you do.
Look, just so you know, this is the last fucking time.
Good lord. My god, what is with all of this shit straight out of Dead Space? I swear to god. You can't look at that and tell me it doesn't look like it's come straight out of fucking Dead Space. Oh, it's the portable variety. Ooh!
Cooldown in progress. Please reactivate power sources.
Ah!
Damn, it needs power.
That's not the... Again, apparently MGS-sized railguns. Good lord, this motherfucker. It looks like it's straight out of Dead Space. Don't tell me it doesn't. Actually, I got a better idea. I got all this ammo to use and nothing to use it on. Except him.
Felt that, did you? How about some more?
Good lord. I will say this, the boss music for this is pretty fucking incredible. You have fallen down, which gives me ample time to push these in without fear of retaliation.
2 power sources remaining.
Seriously, I'm convinced Capcom was looking at Dead Space. You look at that and tell me it wouldn't fit in with the Necromorphs.
1
Go
power
ahead!
source
I'm gonna put
remaining.
you right back on your ass.
Ow. Where's the other one? There we go. He'll fuck you up, fuck you up. Yeah, God's gonna fuck you up. Prepare to get fingered, motherfucker!
Come on! Next time, take the fucking hit!
I like my one-liner better. And then it exploded. Ew! Good lord.
Good riddance.
Okay! That was a thing. That was way different from the third form. Which pretty much just became a gelatinous mess of whatever. Oh, come on. You mean to tell me I can't get through the giant fucking hole there? Have you no shame, good sir? Have you no dignity? Humph, I say to you. Humph! And of course the obligatory everything shit's about to blow up, yo, get the fuck out of there sequence.
I get away with that vaccine. I hope Carlos managed to stop it.
I hope so too. Actually, before I go. No, nothing around here. So that was pretty much just my last stop for anything I needed. Good to know. I'm sure I'm gonna find more goodies and other shit to do. Kind of sad that I'm carrying around this useless thing of gunpowder that I can't properly do. Or properly use, I should say. Properly do. How do you do gunpowder anyway? I imagine it'd be severely uncomfortable.
You're not going to stop. Promised you this, didn't I?
No! Do you have any idea what you've just done?
Oh no, don't care. My client ordered me to reduce Umbrella to rubber.
10 minutes until missile
Ah.
impact.
The missile has launched. And that is my cue. Goodbye, Miss Valentine. Shame you didn't listen to me when you had the chance.
It's you! Shoot him!
Don't gotta tell me twice.
I can't! I'll hit you!
Do it! You have to! There's no other way.
Do svidanya, comrade.
Carlos!
Hey, I told you I couldn't leave you in a Carlos's world. That would just be too cruel. What about him?
Why'd you do it?
There's a price tag for everything. Even letting the world burn.
I mean, he's got a point there.
I'll tell you, if you get me out of here, I'll pay you whatever you want. You're a fool. You're a fool! If I die, you'll never find out the truth.
I don't mind a little detective work.
And now I leave you to burn. Just like former Soviet Union. You shall burn.
Jill, you alright?
Yep. Looking for more, but Raccoon City has been reduced to a burning pile of nothing. Is this another dream sequence, or is this actually happening in-game? No.
It's finally over.
So long, Percy.
Good riddance and sayonara.
I felt empty and cold as the heat from the blast washed over us. All this death wasn't caused by a monster-making virus. It was greed.
Oh, fuck you, game. Oh, fuck you, game. Fuck you and your stupid humans are the real monsters
Ashes of Raccoon
bullshit.
City would be Umbrella's ashes too. I would end them, once and for all.
And she did in 2003 along with Chris Redfield. Okay, so that was Resident Evil 3 and man, am I disappointed. I really am. Okay, so the good. Gameplay is still as solid as ever, just like Resident Evil 2. The few times where you actually encounter Nemesis are genuinely frightening and terrifying. I also thought it would be more like the time he first pops up where he can like jump from everywhere. I kind of wish there was more of that. The story isn't as good as 2 is, but you know, I could still stomach it just fine. So everything about this game is solid from a technical perspective. But for some reason, this doesn't have the same magic as 2 or 7 did. And I think I can figure out why. It's too short. It's too short. I mean, to be fair, a playthrough of either scenario of Resident Evil 2 would take about 6 hours or so, but this feels too short. And I think there's a reason why it's too short. This game feels like it's 75% complete. It feels like Capcom was in such a rush to try and get this out by the time it did, that they cut out a lot of content that would have stretched this game out further and would have made an overall more satisfying experience. It feels like there is a lot of stuff missing here. And it just doesn't have the same effect as Resident Evil 2 because of that. It doesn't feel very slow. It feels like it's going way too rapidly fast. There's not a lot of creepy moments like I had in Resident Evil 2. You know, the one time I really did get scared was when Nemesis was chasing me around that little area. And I thought the game would be more like that, but it wasn't. The 2 boss battles we have with him, frankly, were terrible. As much as I didn't like the G virus fights in oh really, William Hope from Aliens. Speaking of Aliens, you know, I really thought that when they put Nemesis in there, it really would feel more like Mr. X stretched out over the course of the entire game. And it really didn't. And it could have used more of those sections, in my opinion. It could have used more of everything. Like, there were just little moments and hints and pieces. It's like, okay, we've introduced this, now it's going to go away. We've introduced this, now it's going to go away. We've introduced this, now it's going to go away. You know what I mean? It's like, boom, done, next scene. Boom, done, next scene. It goes way too fast for its own good. And I feel like a lot of that's because a lot of stuff ended up getting cut out. A lot of stuff ended up getting cut out to meet its deadline. Hopefully Capcom will put these in for like free DLC or in future updates. They'll put in like the missing content from before if they've still got the original assets and files. I hope that's the case. I really do. because at its core, it's still a good game. It is. It's still a good game. It may not have risen to the same heights as 7 and 2, but it's still really solid. But I guess that's why I'm disappointed, is because 7, and especially the remake of 2, were such watermark moments for this franchise. They were so fucking solid. They brought new life into this series just when I thought that all the entries after 4 were just, done. Now, I haven't played through Revelations 2 or 6, but after the disappointment of 5, I was, and the tepid critical reception of Revelations 2 and 6, I was hoping that Resident Evil would come back in a good way. And they did! They did with 2 really good, solid entries. Both games were my top games released during the year that they came out, 2017 and 2019 for RE7 and RE2 respectively. So I was really hoping that, the third time would be just as good, but like a lot of trilogies, man, as soon as you get to the third one, it's... Actually, that describes it perfectly. 7 was like the first installment in a trilogy. It was good. It laid into solid groundwork. Maybe not the best, but it was, a solid effort. 2 was like the sequel. It was awesome. It took everything that made the first good and just ramped it up, and it was perfect because of that. This, much like the third Souls, it's good in its own right, but it just can't compare to the same heights that the first 2 have. This is not a bad game at all. I'm not saying it's a bad game at all. But I don't think it's worth full price. Honestly, I would say let this drop down by at least half. $30. If it dropped down to $30, I would recommend you pick this up in a minute, but I can't justify paying full price for this. It's not a bad game. It is not a bad game. It's nowhere near as frustrating as, 0 was, and it's not nearly through the lofty, lofty heights of the previous 2 installments. To go to this, it really does feel like a step backwards. It really does. Yeah, I don't know, man. Now, they have added resistance to it, which I think is kind of their attempt to bring back the Outbreak series. I'm gonna try and play through that and see if it's any good. Maybe it is, and worth the full price of this. Maybe not, but I don't know, man. Like, when it's good, I feel like it's not as good as the other 2 games, but still really good in its own right. But when it drags on, or when it, has its low moments, it's pretty low. I'm gonna be honest. But maybe that's just because I've been spoiled. Maybe I've been spoiled by the past 2 games. But this is definitely the weakest out of the RE Engine games that I've played so far. Hopefully, whatever Capcom does in the future, maybe a Code Veronica remake or something, they'll go back to the solid things. It's good. This is a good game. It's just not good enough, in my opinion. Oh, an after credit sequence. Let me guess. C? Oh, come on, dude. I think I did better than a C. That's bullshit. One final one, so. But that is it for Resident Evil 3. This was actually a very short playthrough, but again, it was kind of a short game, surprisingly enough. Thank you all for watching this live stream series. Thank you all for supporting my channel. Thank you all for just watching these videos and giving me your undivided attention. If you like this, go to my YouTube channel. All my previous Resident Evil Let's Plays are on there. Next up, Shadow of the Colossus PS4 Remastered Edition. That's my next project. I will see you, and I'm pretty excited to play Shadow of the Colossus again. It's been years since I played it. I remember really liking it. Hopefully, time and age has let it grow, so I'm excited. And then after that is Resident Evil 5. Need I say more? But anyways, thank you all for watching and supporting my channel and in these trying times. Hopefully I gave you a little bit of enjoyment in your with everything that's going on. If so, I'm very humble for that. And as always, I will see you all in the next project I'm about to do. Take care, everybody. See you later.